If you've watched this channel, you know I love my 80s slashers, and one of the sort of lesser known ones, one that I have loved since the 80s, that seems to have a sort of strange relationship for horror fans. Some people seem to love it, some people seem to hate it. I'm in the love camp, and that is April Fool's Day. It came out in the mid 80s and was a kind of atypical slasher movie, but it had some smart things about it. The way it kind of followed the horror tropes, as well as kind of pointing them out and having a little bit of tongue-in-cheek fun with them, was always underlined in this movie. I think April Fool's Day is a terrific release. It's something that I would like to see a big company like maybe Arrow do a good restoration of. The basic story is about 9 college students who go to spend the weekend at their friend's island mansion. So these are all kind of well-off preppy kids, the kind of people that you could instantly can't wait on them dying a bloody and gruesome death. They get to the island, a tragic accident happens on the way there, wouldn't you believe it? We have all these kids, we get to meet on the boat ride over and get to an idea of their characteristics. You know, the smart one, the dedicated one, the introvert, the loudmouth, the practical joke. You get all the kind of typical people as you would expect in these kind of movies. And we get over to the island to meet Muffy, who is inheriting this house as she turns a certain birthday. As you can't remember which one, I think it's 21. She's going to inherit this mansion. It's hers to do with as she pleases. She's got her friends over just to kind of see the place and show off, and let the carnage begin. The people who are staying there start to notice strange things about a couple of the people in the house, especially Muffy's attitude changes over the next couple of days. They tend to find news cuttings lying all over the place, or strange information being drip fed to them. Because of the accident at the start, the boatkeeper has had to take the boat and go back to the mainland, so they are conveniently trapped on this island as something or somebody starts to take them out one by one. It is wonderfully 80s, it is just wonderful and fun. It's got Biff Tannen in a terrifically really fun role here. You get to see a more charismatic side to this actor. I think he's great. Thomas F. Wilson always was, for me, the MVP of the Back to the Future films, and here he just shows a whole new facet to his style. He's not really the bully type character, he's more the kind of fun, charismatic person. I kind of like that as well. We get one of the survivors from one of the Friday the 13th movies, can't remember which one off the top of my head just now, but you know, a cast of familiar type people. You never really get an idea of who the killer is. You don't get to see them at all. It's all like gloved hands or feet or something like that. It's limited in its gore and its blood and guts as well. You know, this is something that was on TV quite a lot at the late 80s, because there's not much blood, guts, gore in this movie whatsoever. It's all implied horror, and there's a reason for that as we get to the end of the movie, which I think is where a lot of people really struggle with it, which I won't go into just now. I'm not going to make spoilers for a movie that's, what, 30 odd years old, but it's something that you should check out, especially if you haven't seen it. That the initial ending is something that I can see a lot of people having sticklers with, but for me, I absolutely loved it. I like the cast of characters, even within horror confines, that they don't feel as bland or as boring as most of the other cannon fodder that you get in other slasher movies. There feels as if there's genuinely a little bit of individuality between some of the ones here, which I do kind of like. And like I said, it's more about the idea of the whole movie. You know, I want to get into it, but I don't want to spoil it as well. But the whole revelation at the end of why things are happening the way they're happening is something uniquely different, and it lets you into the movie the second time around. You start to see how it plays with the conventions of a typical slasher movie, and how it has actually circumvented them by, can't tell you. I just can't tell you. It's there for you to check out. April Fool's Day is one of the lesser known, but for me, better slasher movies of the 80s. I want a super fantastic edition to be released on Blu-ray at some point, rather than going back to old media type DVD versions of this, which I picked up a long time ago. I'd love to know your opinion of April Fool's Day. I know people hate this one. I'm fine with that. I enjoy it. Your opinion is yours, but if you hate it, let me know in the comment box below. And if you're going to talk about the ending, let's put a little spoiler thing at the top of that so we don't waste it for other people. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.